All right. We should be live, I believe. I think. Maybe. We'll see.
I've I've been alive quite a while now.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, look, actually it does. Yeah, it looks like we are live.
So,
Yo,
yeah. So, we are playing some Dungeons and Dragons, and the last time your
Imagine
characters
that. Imagine that. We're a Dungeons and Dragons group that is actually playing
Dungeons and
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons. But not your damn
awesome.
5e. You damn
Not that
kids. No.
5e business.
Not that 5e business. This old school business. Business. All right. So your
Business.
characters were they had come to check out this temple that had opened up in a hillside and attracted some monsters. Temple of the Gorg, and you went through, killed some monsters, got some treasure, found the stairs down to the second level, even though you hadn't completely explored the first level. And then you had the great idea to go back to town and heal up. And when you get back to town,
I gotta pick up some spells while you're talking.
no one can believe they're like their minds are blown that you went in and survived because as I said there were some other groups went in didn't come back except for one guy who died at the edge of town. And so because the townspeople know that you're going back in, you've become, you've got a little, they're
Got a little
happy.
clout.
You get a little clout in town. You get bought some drinks, maybe even find somebody to spend the night with, whatever it may be. But you relax in town, get healed up, and now it's time to go back into the dungeon. So, real quick before you do that, since you were back in town, not really going to roleplay any of this, but does anybody need to try and procure any supplies or anything like that? Anything that now that you've been in the dungeon, or or do you think you're good to go?
Let's see here.
My equipment still looks pretty good. Um, yeah, I am chilling.
All right.
Oh, I did have this. I had this. I believe it's a magic ring of invisibility that would be pretty redundant for me to have since I already have another invisibility item. Would anyone else like it?
Ring
Um,
invisibility.
I'm fully expecting Harrow to unmute his mic, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, for sure. Maybe not.
Maybe
However,
not.
that
It's
never happened.
yeah. Is
Yeah.
Harrow, in fact, did not, never did unmute his mic ever again.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm here.
Do you want it?
I mean, I guess if no one else does.
All right. There you go, buddy.
Remember also that everybody got 750 gold plus 2 rubies.
Yes, I did have that noted.
Yeah,
So
got that.
good on that. I think we're good to head back in.
All right. So then, that is what you do. So you make your way back in to temple, and
Didn't we leave like a blind troll in there or something?
Yeah, kind of. There's a troll in there that he was held. Now obviously he's no longer going to be held. But he is his eyes had continual light cast upon them. And
That's right.
and Harrow, speaking of that, I know Dan just said he did his spells. Make sure that you have chosen your spells.
Yeah, they're chosen. I was gonna ask, do we not have like a thief?
Uh,
I
yeah,
am a rogue
So wait, why are you giving me the ring then? It was so
'cause-
much better on you.
because I already have an item that gives me invisibility, so I don't need another one.
Oh, okay.
though the item that you have is not 100%.
Right.
one-
I imagine the ring wouldn't be either. It's like usually
No,
invisibility is broken through an action or attacking.
well, but see the item that you have is always not 100%, meaning that like it's that it's a cloak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cloak, it's like um
Seen
isn't
on a
it?
1 in 6.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like on a 1 in 6. So there's always the chance with the cloak that there's a possibility you're going to be spotted even by like a normal person with like no magic or anything.
Hmm.
The ring is basically 100% if you're using it, except for if something that can specifically see invisible. So the ring is the more the better invisibility.
I just feel like the value is lost on this character because when am I really going to be needing to go invisible? If I'm not like dexterous or quiet or even really going to be in attack range, if that's possible.
Nobody wants this damn ring. Just throw the
I
fucking
mean,
thing out.
I can take the ring if it's just straight up better, and then someone can have
Yeah,
my cloak.
I just don't think I'll ever be using the ring.
Okay, I'll take it back.
The difference with the ring and the cloak is that the ring has charges. The cloak does not. So like the ring
I
is the
see.
cloak is
Yeah,
like
just take both of them. Fuck it.
the cloak
Yeah,
is gonna
it
last
it would
basically
be better just to like yeah.
for forever, but the ring eventually will like lose all its charges and not turn you invisible
Be
anymore.
fucking worthless. Got it.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
could
mean it
always
is.
like
So ring for emergencies.
stow the cloak in your pack, you know, and just use it whenever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It'd
however
be
you want to do it.
okay. I'll keep both. How many charges does the ring have?
That's the one thing that you don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. In order to find out the charges, you have to like have it. You have to have somebody take a look at it. Somebody that
You
knows
got
what
to
they're
call their
doing.
credit card customer service.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I saw that you manufactured this ring here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So you have reapproached the temple entrance, and once again you're standing at the precipice of the
Is this the temple
stairs
entrance right here?
downward. Uh,
It's right here. I
yeah, yeah,
remember.
okay,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I thought. Yeah.
So yes, so you're standing at the temple entrance, and
Well, do we want to finish out this level before we go down? Set the vibe. People. It's the vibe. Wow, would you look at that? All right, let's do it. So let's go for the door.
What is the vibe?
Uh, you
It
already
is,
rolled the vibe. It was
yeah.
171.
yeah,
Why don't I
171.
see? Why don't I see that?
It's in the
Oh, there it is.
yeah, it's rolled. It's there. It
There it
is
is.
there.
Oh, I see why. I see why. Because I probably joined after he did the
Rolled
vibe.
it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yes. So, let's see. You had I'm assuming you're taking your same positions. So what we got? Chuck up first, followed
Yep.
by followed by John with Craven in the third position, and Sarducci bringing up the rear.
Sounds right to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Real quick, what's Chuck's armor class and hit points?
-1 and 43.
What about John?
AC and hit points. 6 armor class, hit points 21.
21. Craven? Oh, rip.
It's like, nope.
It says
Damn.
7 up the top, but I don't know if that's adjusted by my ring or anything like that.
I think that it is, because you should be right. There's an easy way to figure it out. You know, it's 9 and then minus your dexterity and then minus the 1 for the ring. Does that seem accurate? Well, what's your hit points?
That's right, and it's my hit points are 15.
Okay. And then Sarducci
4 and 30.
30 makes
30.
the sense. All right. Okay then. So, you make your way down the stairs back into the temple. And of course, you know that this first room is you know, you already know what it looks like. How do you enter?
Um,
Cautiously.
yeah.
Hmm.
I will move silently to enter. And assuming everything is as it was, I'm going to do this and this at the door.
Okay, so cloak on as well, or no?
Yeah.
All right. So the first thing that you do is that you sneak down in and who's holding light?
That was me last time. I can continue to do so.
Okay. So if you're holding the light, are you kind of waiting at the entrance archway while he kind of sneaks in?
Yeah, I won't go in. I'll just wait there in front.
Okay. You go in, you see that right now the room is empty. And John makes his way over to. Is that the door on the right that you're checking?
I was going to do the door straight across.
So there's no door straight across, there's just an opening. There's just an archway. You just didn't go
Ah,
through it before. Yeah.
I see. Well then, let's do the door on the right, since I already did the rolls.
Okay. So you go over to the door on the right and you check it for traps. And you find, in fact, that it is trapped.
Hmm.
Which means that you'll need to make another roll if your intention is to untrap it.
disarm the trap, that would be the intention.
All right. So you attempt to disarm the trap, and
The trap
while
disarms you.
while it doesn't go off, you don't think you got it.
Well, um,
You're
I'm
very
going.
unconfident about the fact that
How?
you know that it's there and it didn't go off, but you're pretty sure you didn't get it. It looks like it is a trap that something from the
Yeah. What does
ceiling.
it do?
Something from the
Are there
ceiling.
like
There are
are there like holes
holes.
in the ceiling?
Yes, there are holes in the ceiling that that seem to go all the way across where the door is.
Okay. Uh, it seems here that there's a trap to this door where something's going to come out of the ceiling through those little holes. Would you boys mind if I tried to open the door and you guys shove stuff in the holes, like these iron spikes I have here in my backpack, so I don't get stabbed,
How
presumably?
many how many holes are there?
What if it's not spikes? What if it's poison?
What if it's poison or acid again? Well, then we'll get out of Dodge.
I think we just get one person to just barrel through the door and keep going.
Where does the door open toward or away?
Good
This
question.
door opens away.
Okay, so if you want to barrel through the door, go for it.
I'm not strong enough. I was just suggesting it.
Who is our strongest? Is it
What
That is
what
me.
we're like right here though. Um, what is the outside of the temple like? What are we in a
It's
forest? Are we in
it's
mountains? Where are we?
it's you're in it's kind of a mountainous area, and the temple is in the side of a hill.
Were there any logs that we passed?
Outside?
Yeah.
Mm, not really. The trees are kind of sparse in this area. You likely have to go like way back out and try and like chop down a tree, and it would likely be a pretty big ordeal.
Okay. What about a boulder? Is it sloped enough that if we rolled a boulder toward it, like a small boulder that would crash against the door, is it is it sloped
Uh,
enough that we could do that?
I mean, when you say a small boulder,
Oh,
like,
You
just a
know,
small little boulder.
like maybe double the size of your head. I don't know.
do you
That's a
really
small boulder.
do you really think that that would? I mean, he- here's the thing. The door is to the right. It's the door to the right.
Sard- Sarducci also has an intelligence of 8.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, even going back out and finding a boulder, it might be like especially one that's small enough to move but big enough that it would do any damage to the door. Probably not. Not a good chance of finding one like that.
Maybe we just go into the other one and not worry about this until we find something else.
Okay, that's fine with me.
All right.
So I'm going to walk over to
Although,
the arch.
didn't we find a key last time?
That's
we?
not the issue though. The key it's the issue is not that it's locked. The issue is that it's trapped.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just tank it, which I'm sure would be fine. But
I mean, it's not in a spot where I can just try to kick in the door and back up. I mean, assume it would be instant, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is you don't you don't really know. I mean, the John knows that there is some mechanism attached to the opening of this door that sets off something from above. That's what he knows. So the trigger is opening the door.
Which way does the door go? In or out?
in.
It goes away from you.
Away from us. Okay.
Yeah, we'll say away from you, left hand hinge, if it matters.
Which means if you if you do not make your roll and you bounce off of the door, but you move that door enough that you set off the trap, you're kind of fucked.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with it for now. Maybe it'll be like that room to the south where it just loops back in on itself anyway. So why bother with it?
All right. So what are you doing then?
John is going to walk over to the archway on the north side of.
All right. You look down the archway. There is a hallway that goes down. It looks like about 10 feet and then turns to the right. Immediately when you get to the archway, you smell a foul odor. Something stinks
Okay.
down here.
I am suspecting an ambush, so I'm going to peek around the corner.
You peek around the corner. So you then make your way down to the end of the hallway and look around.
Yeah.
You do that, you kind of look around and you see that it goes another 10 feet and ends in another door.
Okay. Door. All right. I am going to do my thing. Uh,
Does the smell seem like it's coming from the other side of the door?
is it?
The new
Well,
door?
he walks down and he walks down, listens at the door. Does everybody follow behind?
Yes, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Walks down, listens at the door. You don't hear anything, but yes, the smell gets stronger as you approach the door. And when you're listening at the door, like the smell is really strong. And it's like a poop smell, basically. That's the kind of foul smell that it is. It's pretty gross. Um,
Okay.
so John gets down there and checks for traps. Doesn't find any traps on this one. And then you you go to see if the door is locked, and it is not.
Okay. I will then open it and very, very quietly peer in.
You open the door, and the smell is definitely coming from in here. The room is full of all sorts of refuse. The the bones and possibly picked at flesh of creatures, maybe even people that have been, discarded, as well as other junk and possibly actually feces. The whole room is kind of, and there's even some other garbage in here. The whole room is about 15 by 15 foot. The door that you are entering is closer to the corner, so you're kind of right next to the right wall, the way that you're facing, and most of the room is to your left. There seems to be a single archway to the right, and like I said, the whole room has just crap in it. Do you enter the room? It's so filled that you're possibly going to have to kind of wade through the crap.
Oh, gross. I guess. I highly doubt there's anything in just like a garbage room.
All right. This is the room we thoroughly search just to make sure we get everything.
This is below John Jacob Jingleheimer second.
All right. So for this room, what is everybody doing?
So there's only one other exit in this room.
There's one other exit. It's in the middle of the right wall.
Yeah, just go straight for that exit. That's Chuck's thought.
So is that everybody's thought? Are you gonna kind of beeline for that and try and like not fuck around in this room too much?
Yeah, probably. I was
Mhm.
considering searching for secret doors, but it's gonna be gross and just take a long time if we have to move a bunch of shit. So yeah, I'll just go for the archway.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and everybody go ahead and make a quick dexterity check to see if you can, you know, this room, the floor is covered with this stuff and you're kind of having to wade through it. So just to see how quickly and easily you're able to kind of get past all this grossness. So far, so good.
Hera, do you want me to roll for you? I think I have.
I'm sorry, I was moving. Oh, hey, Parker. Yeah, roll for me.
Barker.
Parker.
Do you have
It's
the
Craven.
ability in this game?
Oh, not in this game.
Do we set this up?
Nope.
Hang on. Give you be controlled by add you there. Dave. All right. You should be able to bring up his sheet now. You should be able to bring up his sheet.
Bring up that sheet there, and
All right.
it's
So,
like an overwhelming success.
overwhelmingly success. So, everybody kind of really just quickly makes their way through very gingerly through this room and quickly, and you find yourself in through the archway into a very short 5-foot hallway that opens up into another room of about the same size, about 15 foot by 15 foot. This room, of course, you can pretty easily see into it. There's light coming from it. First of all, you see there is a lit brazier on the wall next to the door that is on the right, and you also see that there is an archway on the straight ahead, directly on the other side of the room, and that archway looks like it's another short hallway that opens up into another room. The floor in here is wet,
Lava. Ah,
somewhat wet. And it looks like that
Okay.
wetness continues down if you would continue on.
Doesn't really bother me. The dungeon is gonna get wet.
It's not even that wet. It's just slightly wet. It's not like the room is filled with water, and it's not like the last room where like it was so built up that you had to kind of like step into it. It's just
Mm.
like if somebody had sprayed a hose for a couple minutes onto a sidewalk. That's about how wet it is.
with
Well,
so this is the bathroom, is what you're saying.
is it coming
This
from?
is the
I mean,
latrine.
is it actually noticeable where it's coming from? Is it dripping? Is it pouring in from somewhere? Is it coming down the walls? Is it coming from the
It's
ceiling?
it's not like the room with the walls that were dripping. It's actually just kind of sporadic, and you if you are you going into the room to look at it?
Yeah.
All right, so you
Sure.
go into the room, and oh yeah, so John's checking around for secret doors. You notice that there are wet footprints from the south, or from well, I mean, we could say the south because you're the way that you have it from the
Yeah, the way
south
we have it. Yeah.
entrance. Yeah. So there are footprints from the south entrance that lead into the north entrance into the shit room.
What kind of footprints?
Go ahead. Hmm. Go ahead and make we'll say it's a wisdom check. Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
All right.
You're thinking that it's some sort of possibly like a humanoid, but not a human, or an elf, or a dwarf. Possibly something more like a goblin or an orc.
Okay. It's definitely not friendly. Whatever this is. And it looks kind of fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's close.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a close.
It's a close.
It's a close. It's like a prego. It's in there.
So, all right. So let's head through the next archway, expecting to find a goblin or orc.
All right. So you don't spend too long in this room. You do a quick check for secret doors, which you don't find, and you head through the archway down another little, very short corridor, 5 feet or less, into this room, which is another maybe about 15 by 15 foot room. This room has more wet floor and a kind of a musty smell. Uh, there is a door to your left or on the east wall that is almost all the way up against the north wall, so it's like right away it's like directly to your left. And then there
Hmm.
is another door directly in front of you in the middle of the south wall. And again, the room is pretty much empty, and the whole floor in here is wet.
Okay, you said a door to the left,
Yeah,
The
and a
door
door
left.
on the south wall.
door immediately to the left, and the south, and of course it is wet
Okay.
in here, but only the floor.
Does it seem to be concentrated anywhere, like in the middle or by one of the doors?
Not really, just a little bit wet. If you're really looking, maybe a little bit more to the south.
Okay.
This is how he TPKs us. We're all gonna slip and break our necks
Ah,
on the wet floor.
dang. Didn't even see it coming.
Yeah. So,
Although, Steve, we heard that, by the way.
I know you did. It's cool.
That was live on YouTube.
It's fine. It's totally fine. I drank a lot of water, so beforehand.
All right. I'm a fan of going left first. Gotta lead
Okay.
the left.
Right.
Uh,
So there is as I said, there's a door over there.
just great performance from me all around.
So you listen at the door, you ain't hear nothing. You checked to see, well, are there any traps? It doesn't seem like it, and the door is locked. You make an attempt to unlock the door, and well, unfortunately, that attempt is a failure.
Huh. I'm gonna need a little muscle here if we're trying to get through this door. Anyone care to help give it a kick? What's my
Sure.
strength?
I
Wait,
recommend.
is the problem that it's locked?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got you. I'll cast knock on it.
Okay. So
Her out here be taking knock.
yeah, I mean, it's it's not a bad spell if you're like dungeoneering.
Oh yeah, I took 4 nice and useful dungeon spells and then 7 magic missiles.
Nice.
Wow. Do you have that many spell slots? That's crazy.
You guys are
All right.
decent
I
level.
guess we're level 7. At least I am. I don't. I'm assuming
Six
everyone
and
else is.
7, I think everybody is.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Well,
right. So the knocked door unlocks. And who is going to be the one to check it out?
I'm fairly confident there's no traps since I checked it, and obviously I'd never get anything wrong. So I'm going to head in.
All right. So beyond the door, you see a hallway that is about 15 foot long, and you can see that at the end it's teed off. However, as soon as John steps on to the other side of the door, he hears a click at his foot, and then from that far wall, uh, several arrows speed towards him, and
Next check to dodge.
he is he's hit by 3 arrows for a total of 9 damage. Ugh.
Huh. I guess it was trapped.
Well,
The floor was trapped, I guess.
I was gonna say you can be confident in that the door wasn't trapped. It was the floor beyond the door that was trapped, and so you know, because that's how dungeon be. But yes, so that is what's going on. So you were hit with some arrows, and then before you is still this 15-foot hallway that that looks like it goes both right and left at its end.
Okay. I will head on down. Everyone, watch your step. and peer down to the left.
You make your way down to where the arrows were launched from, and you peer down to the left. Excuse me. And the left, it looks like the hallway goes down about 10 feet and ends in a dead end.
Interesting. And how about to the right?
To the right, when you look, the hallway looks like it goes down also about 10 feet and ends in, once again, a T where it looks like you could go right or left.
Check out this dead end.
I'm also curious about the dead end.
There's no way it's just a dead end.
Okay.
Unless it's a trap and it just like the floor flips.
So then you head over to the left. You walk down there to the end. Uh, John checks for secret doors, but he doesn't find anything.
Usual.
Uh,
Maybe it really is
well,
just a
maybe
dead end.
Sarducci will also check for secret doors.
You should have a button. You didn't find nothing either. It's weird down here, though. It's just completely dead end.
What's your thoughts or rulings on checking for secret doors or hidden doors? Since I'm pretty sure everyone can do it, but I assume you don't want everyone to do it like all the time.
I mean, everybody can do it. I feel like if you feel like you want to check, you can. If you're if you're in a situation where you're like, it seems like there should be something here, we don't know. It's up to you.
Well,
It's not
Chuck
such a,
would
a
be
big party
interested
that
here.
that I would say Also, you don't have an elf, so nah,
True.
Gotcha.
nothing here.
Although Sarducci is, he's he's not feeling this. Like he feels like there's something wrong down here. So he's gonna search the entire length of this section of the hallway. But no.
Yeah. Um. Nah, you're not finding anything. Looks like a weird dead end.
Oh well. Weird dead end. I start walking over to the T.
All right. So you make your way back, and are you going to then head south
Yeah.
to that
And
that end T? All right. So you
yeah.
make your way down that way, and when you finally get there, you reach a point where if you look to your left, there are stairs down, and if you look to your right, it just it just goes right. Now the stairs are not super deep. They don't go down like into the stairs that you reached before, they look like they went down a long way. These stairs you can actually see the bottom, and you can see that it just at the end of the stairs it turns to the right. And then if you look to the right at the T, it's a short hallway, maybe about 10 feet, and then that turns to the left or south, and it looks like there's a door. So just to be clear, left, stairs down,
Right.
right or
Passageway with
south.
a door on the left.
Yeah. And then right, yeah.
Okay. I think in the spirit of staying on this level before we descend, I prefer to go right. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's clear this floor, then go down. I'm fine with right.
Okay. It's a short walk over to make it to this door to the south. And the door is closed.
The thing.
You don't hear anything. The door it is locked, but you successfully unlock it. You didn't find any traps, and at least a trap didn't go off as you were unlocking the door. So the door is now unlocked.
Excellent. Let's open it up.
Is that you that's doing that?
No, I'm gonna goad someone else into doing it so I don't take another crap to the face. Hey, Sarducci, Cappy, Cappy is
Cappy's not
playing
there.
shit? Yeah, Cappy's Jay's character. My
Yeah.
bad. Craven, anyone? Hey. I heard there's shimmering gold right behind the store. Check it out.
Then why don't you go first to get the shimmering of gold?
Uh yeah, about that. I'm still a little bit
Are you
I'm wary because there's this arrow sticking into my leg.
just
So I
asking
think
for
I'm just
someone to
gonna
go first, or are you asking
Yeah.
for someone to unlock it?
The door's unlocked, just go first.
Oh, sure, I'll go first.
So Chuck opens the door, and when you open the door, before you is a larger room, about 25 by 25 foot. In the center of the room, you see a fountain rising up out of the center of the room, about 3 foot high and about 6 foot wide. It's circular, and it looks like it's filled with water. And there's some water splashed out as well. Or, I mean, you think it's water, some clear liquid. And there is a statue of a fat hooded figure that resembles the statue that you found in the final room,
Mhm.
where but it's a much smaller. It's at a smaller scale, so it's not like a huge like the one that you saw before is. And in the to your left, there is an archway that looks like beyond it is a stairway down. And to your right is also an archway that looks like it leads into a small hallway that then turns right or north. And both of those openings are immediately in the room. So the both of those openings are up against they're right next to the north wall on both the east and west wall. So again, to the right, stairs beyond an archway. To the left, an archway that looks like it has a short hall before turning right or to the north. Also in this room is a pile of something in the lower left corner, or you could say the
Oh,
southeast corner.
okay. I'm going to head in and investigate the fountain.
All right. The fountain's in the center of the room. There's some water splashed on the floor that looks
Cameron.
like.
That is not the southeast corner. That's the southwest corner.
You're right.
So there's a there looks like there's splashed water, and it's a lot of it is out towards the. It looks like there's a trail of water towards the door to the west, or the archway to the west. When you go up to the fountain, do you do anything? Do you touch it, taste it, smell it, lick it, fuck
I'll
it?
smell it and look for secret mechanisms within. Or anything else that's immediately observable about it.
So there's at just a cursory glance, no mechanisms that you can see. It looks like the water might be coming from the statue. There's a little ripple to it, so there's a little bit of movement to the water. Other than that, it just seems like kind of a normal fountain or font of water. Does
Sarducci's gonna
everyone
go
else
over
enter the room?
Yeah, Sarducci's gonna go
Yeah.
over and check out the pile of whatever.
Okay. Sarducci walks over to the pile, and it looks like there's a pile of rags over here, and the it seems to be covering something.
So he's gonna take his staff and he's gonna like start to try to uncover it.
Okay. You uncover it, and it looks like under these rags is hidden a chest.
Oh,
He's
there
gonna
you go.
take his staff.
I'm gonna
He's
gonna
gonna
cast
pound
magic missile, and I'm just
pound
gonna
the
have him
chest.
float around me for now.
Okay. What did you say, Dan?
Sarducci's gonna like take his staff and pound pound the chest a little bit, like see if anything happens. You know what I mean? He's gonna like poke at the chest with his
I
staff.
mean, it sounds like you're hitting a wooden chest. You hear something inside. It seems like there could be coin in there.
Okay, so he's gonna lean down and see if he can determine whether there are traps.
You don't think so?
Does it look locked?
Uh there's there is a keyhole on it.
Well, he'll reach down and see if it's unlocked. He'll just try to open it up.
Okay. No, it's locked.
Ah, it's locked.
I don't have another one.
What is everybody else doing? While Sarducci is fucking with this chest.
I have taken notice of the chest, and I walk over. It's like, it's locked, huh? Let old John work his magic.
Okay. And what are Craven and Chuck doing while you're? Because this is a pretty big room, obviously.
I'm just casing the room. I'll perimeter.
So you're just kind of walking around. What about Craven?
Just hanging out. I'm gonna say Craven's trying to stay away from the entrances to the room in general because he doesn't want to be near any enemies.
Okay, so is he then probably over? Because everybody, but
I'm not really looking at this map here. Let me. Is there
uh,
one?
yeah. Well,
My character sheet is huge.
Sorta.
there's an ish map that was there's a drawn map. All of the entrances are on the north side of the room. That chest is on the other side of the fountain on the south side of the room. So I'm assuming you're kind of over by them by the chest then.
Yeah, over by the chest.
Okay. All right. All right. So John, he's like, let me see about this. He checks for traps, doesn't find any, and then he makes an attempt to unlock the chest. And while he is doing that, Chuck, go ahead and roll for surprise.
Oh, my music just changed as you said surprise.
Surprise!
Very nice.
Surprise!
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Never surprised.
Okay.
Taken as a note.
So, fortunately, you're not surprised. John is just able to get the lock unlocked on the chest as Chuck yells to you that, or I'm assuming he probably alerts the party that something is coming from the northwest entrance.
Well, as soon as I see something, I'll just fire the missiles that I already got.
All right. So it is initiative.
Okay.
And into the room runs a group of goblins led by a much larger, nastier, hairier hobgoblin.
Gross.
And though you weren't surprised, the goblins take the initiative. And you can see that they flood into the room. Uh, 8 goblins and 1 hobgoblin. And
Oh,
they
a lot of goblins.
begin they begin their assault on your party. The first several. Oh my gosh.
Was that just
three
straight ones?
three goblins are like running up to Chuck, and he's just kind of like like they're like attacking him with short swords and spears, and he's just not getting hit at all or clinking off of his armor. A fourth one comes up and literally throws his sword against into against the statue and into the fountain as it falls on its butt.
Nice.
The others try to circumvent the fountain, and one of them attacks Sarducci and hits Sarducci for 5 damage. One of them attacks John, but misses. And one of them attacks Craven, but just misses. And then the last one makes an attempt at John and misses. The Hob kind of stays back at the archway and is letting the goblins kind of do the dirty work at the moment. And now it is Sarducci.
Well, the one that attacked me is getting attacked.
Okay.
Like that.
All right. So you attack that one and you hit him. You didn't kill him, but he's looking pretty rough. And John is up.
I think John is going to take the surprise by the goblins to quickly peek in the chest and snag for himself whatever he finds.
Okay. Well, you've got a very small amount of time. So let's see. So you just kind of you flip open the chest and you grab in there and you pull out uh a mace. And yeah, so there's a mace in there. And you feel some coinage in there too, but you really don't have a whole lot of time to check to see because there's just like a lot of coinage. It's just shiny. There's also something else in there, but you're not 100% sure of what it is. The easy to grab thing was the mace. So you grab this mace. So now you've got this mace in your hand. And Graven's up.
All right. Well, I'll now fire the magic missiles I have around me, and then cast up next rounds.
All right. So you are firing which what?
Oh, all at the hobgoblin in the back.
Oh, okay. All right. So you let your magic missiles go. They fire around the goblins, crashing into the hobgoblin's chest, and just absolutely like tearing him to pieces. Like like you know how it looks when the when somebody in Star Trek: The Next Generation like really like phasers somebody and they're like and it's you can see their skeleton for a second. It's kind of like that. I don't know if you watch Star Trek: Next Generation, but if you do, you know what I'm talking about. So the hobgoblin is just completely dead. I mean, just obliterated.
Oh my god.
Would this happen to be a morale check for everybody else?
I mean, you know, when it's their turn again, there's quite a possibility. But for now, Chuck's up.
I'll look at the one that slipped and I'll say, you know what? I feel so bad. I'll let you try again. Get your weapon, and then I'll attack another goblin that's not that one. The
Okay.
next closest one.
All right.
Actually, you should have just picked that goblin up and
Just
swung it
throw
at
it.
all the other goblins.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
I actually have to roll things, don't I?
You do.
Nice.
So you hit that guy most definitely. Rending him in a bad way. Not dead, but definitely not looking very good at all. And it is initiative.
Yeah.
Highlighted.
Double two.
The All right. So the Craven is up again.
All right, I'll hit. I'm gonna use another magic missile, and I'm gonna fire 2 into the one that attacked me, and then 1 into the next closest, I suppose.
Okay, so one that's nearby. Okay. All right.
Oh my god!
Okay. Once again, the first 2 that fire off, they hit him in the head and explode his head, and just the body just kind of drops to the floor.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Like completely, he's just like annihilating these people, these things with the magic missiles.
You fire off another one, and this one you hit, and it pierces through his stomach, and all his like guts just drop out all over the floor, and he also just completely falls to the floor, um, and is dead.
This is why you take 7 magic missiles, kid.
The okay, so John's up.
Like, oh, huh. Well,
So next to
I'll,
nearby you, there is there's a hurt one, and then there's an unhurt one.
oh, I'm going for the unhurt one.
So you you did just manage to hit him, and you stab him through the chest, and he slides off your sword to the ground. He is also dead. Now they go. The the remaining the remaining 5 uh, look absolutely terrified, and are now trying to get out of this room back the way they came. Uh, well, the the 4 in the beginning are were kind of near Chuck. They're going. They're headed that way. They're headed to the way they came.
Are they single file down like a hallway?
No, they're just running out of the room, and you're actually not.
Gotcha.
You'd have to like run over to the
So wait, no,
because
there's no hallway in this room? Out of this room? I'm trying to get a picture for where they're running.
so let's see.
Like an archway, right?
Let me
Uh,
let me let me make your map a little bit bigger here so that I can.
Oh yeah, my character sheet is just fully in front of that. Me.
Yeah, and Cameron drew this room like it's a 25 by 25 foot room, but he drew it smaller than the 15 by 15 foot rooms. So,
Mhm.
you know, I wonder.
Oh,
So
it is a
there's
25.
yeah, so there's that. But basically, they're headed off this way. So, okay, so let me briefly describe the room again. So, 25 by 25 foot room. All of the entrances are towards the north. So there's the one that you came through, center of the north wall. They're not headed towards that one. There is one on the west wall, that's all the way to the north, but that heads west. That's the one that the 4 that are in front of Chuck
Okay,
are headed
perfect.
to.
So that's within 50 feet of me, right?
But there's one more that is headed towards the stairs on the
Yeah,
east wall.
that was the one in front of me, right?
Gotcha. That's not the but
Yes.
the other ones are within 50 feet of me, right? Or like that
Yeah.
entrance, not even them.
Yeah.
There's,
I mean, totally. The
I'm
room is.
putting it this way: I am firing a lightning bolt down that wherever they're going, from straight through to whatever they're going through. You know, it's like if it's a
Okay.
door, shoot it straight through the door.
Okay. So
That's
I see. I gotcha. I gotcha. I see what you're saying. So as they're filing up over there, you fire. Okay, I gotcha. All right. I see what you're doing. Um, so are you
But
making it go straight east to west, right?
yeah, as
All right.
far as it can go through that thing.
Okay.
These
All right.
goblins
Gotcha.
chose the wrong group.
Wait. Didn't you already go? Hang on. Are
yeah,
we?
Harrow's
I
already gone.
If they're running away, I thought we got the parting attack.
Oh, I mean, there people still have they're like
Gotcha.
other people kind of have there's still initiative. So yeah, the Sarducci and Chuck yet have to go. So go ahead and Sarducci missed the
Actually,
one.
yeah.
And then Chuck, what are you doing? Are you gonna let him go, or are you gonna swing for one as they leave?
Oh no, I'm
The
definitely swinging.
the easiest one to get will be the one that is has to stand up and run away.
Nah, I'm still swinging for him.
You actually miss him as well. All right, Harrow. Now it's your time.
Nice. So now I'm firing the lightning bolt.
Okay. Go
We all get an extra action to like just go after these guys.
go ahead.
Like the guy that I missed, can I try to gack him again
Well,
since he's running away?
if you want to chase him
Oh,
into a
no.
lightning bolt, then that's that's your
Well, you said he was going in a different direction, is what you
yeah,
said.
but okay. So a lightning bolt, you don't have to. I don't know how it works in other editions, but in this edition, you don't. It doesn't come from your hand. You pick the point. So he is firing all the way across the top of the room.
Oh, I see.
Do you see what I'm
see.
saying? So the whole
I
the
get it.
whole yeah, and down that hallway.
Gotcha.
So and all of them are headed obviously to the north. So basically what happens is they all the few that were close to the archway run up the archway and through. The other one is headed towards the stairs. The lightning bolt shoots through the archway, incinerating all of the ones that ran through the archway. Then it bounces against that wall and comes back through the room and very quickly kind of bounces back and forth, incinerating the guy that was headed down the stairs as well. And like Chuck is like right there, so it's like right in front of him, and he's like smells all this ozone and burnt hair and everything. But yeah, so that's what happens, and they're all dead.
Nice.
When the wizard just TPKs,
Yeah, actually,
literally the
complete
wizard
destruction.
TPK'd the entire
Wizard's
party.
broken.
Broken. Sheesh.
I guess we're gonna open that chest now.
Oh yeah, the chest. Let's take a look at that.
So you're still there holding in one of your hands. You're still holding this morning star.
Base.
No, I put
Or
that
sorry,
into the backpack.
mace. I see. Inside the chest, you find there's a scroll, and there is a copious amount of electrum. In fact, it looks like there's about 1,000 electrum in there.
Well, that's
Okay.
easy. That's 250 electrum apiece. That's easy.
Electrum. Bang.
So, Sarducci's actually going to pick up the scroll. Is it something that Sarducci can read?
No, it doesn't look like something that Sarducci can read.
Sarducci is then going to hand this over to
Raven.
Craven. Yes, I
He
think it might be better for you.
hands it over to Craven, and the scroll has a single spell upon it, one that can be learned by Craven. Fireball.
Nice.
Nice. The equivalent of what I just used. The
Yeah.
other one.
The
The
other
other
one.
big bomb.
The other big bomb. True.
Well, I can't transfer it over yet. I don't have read magic memorized.
Yeah.
Gotta make room for those extra magic missiles.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
a feeling that it's fireball.
It's a little picture of this explosion.
Yeah, there's a little picture of this explosion on it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Body parts flying all over the place. It's graphic.
Correct.
Well,
Is
that's
there
that.
so actually though, Sarducci is going to reach down into the bottom of the chest to do this. Just to see.
Yeah, nothing in the bottom of the chest.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
All right. So now you stand in this room with there's barely any remains, but you know, there's a bad smell now, a bad burning smell. Burnt rended flesh. And
Maybe we should go the way that they came from to see what they had. If they had anything. What were they protecting?
I like that logic.
that's
Well,
good.
Go for it.
So I'm assuming they came from this way, right?
yes. So there's
They came from the west.
yes, they came from the west. There's a very short hallway to the west that ends in a door to the north.
Okay. Let us go ahead and do a little. If I can find my fucking abilities.
Little janky.
A little janky, little locky, picky.
Little ditty. About Jack and Diane.
You don't find any traps, and the door is not locked.
Okay.
Opening it.
Yeah.
When you open it, you see a familiar room.
Excellent. That's what I was hoping to hear.
This one right here.
Bang. All right. Well, that's that. We could go down some of these stair passages, or we could.
Well, don't we have a place here? Is that a
Yeah.
door?
Isn't
Uh,
that the
yeah, that's the
poisonous
wall.
mushroom?
Yeah,
wall?
that's the wall of mushrooms.
Was there actually something behind that? I don't know if I drew that right.
You never checked.
That's right, because they got high as balls.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Um,
like just getting up close to it and kind of having so like I think you like maybe somebody maybe touched it. You must have touched it, but you didn't like totally like.
yeah, I
Yeah, you
touched it and
didn't.
it caused spores to go everywhere, and I
Yes.
went
Yeah,
without.
and yeah,
Right.
that's correct.
Well, we can go back and look at that real quick.
I don't know if there was something behind there or not.
That's that is true. And
It
if
looks
there's
like
mushrooms again, it's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
do
it
the
looks
same
like you
thing.
drew something, but again, I don't know if that's just the way you drew it or.
Yeah,
I
that might
think
have just been an indication of the tapestry that was on that wall.
yeah,
Looks like
you
mushrooms.
you definitely didn't like get behind the tapestry. I remember that.
Okay. Um, then I would say that this level is pretty much complete, unless we really want to look behind the tapestry, deal with that. But
We could fill the
yeah,
chest with water from this fountain, take it to the tapestry room, throw the water onto the tapestry to make sure that it tamps down any mushrooms so that the spores
spores
don't go
don't spread.
everywhere, and then we could move it. I don't know.
We could always shoot a flaming arrow and try to burn it.
We
Yeah,
could
that's
shoot a flaming error into the.
Error.
error. 404.
I could just see Craven being like, well, if we go back to town and rest, I could learn Fireball, and then we could get
Very
way
true.
back. I could just
We can make sure
annihilate
that tapestry is
everything in
gone.
that room. Hmm.
Fuck it. For the sake of fun, let's go back to the tapestry and do one of those. You know, why not? What if there's a billion gold behind there and we just miss it?
All right. So you want to head back to the room that the tapestry was in?
Yeah.
Are we gonna take water with us to tamp it down?
Uh, that would be a good option, I think. Or the
How big?
fire.
How big is the chest?
So the chest is big enough that like a mace was in it. So it's like
Ah,
probably a good like 2 feet wide, a foot deep.
hmm. That's gonna be heavy if you put water into it.
It's gonna be very
Yeah.
heavy if you put water into it.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
leave
gonna
that
be.
up to Chuck if he wants to do that. Otherwise, we can just burn it.
I mean, yeah, what? Try to burn it.
Burn it. All right.
All right. So which way do you take the? I'm assuming you take the quickest
The
way
only way
back.
we know.
So through
Yeah.
here, back into this the. So you walk back. Are you
Room.
are you making your way
Which
fairly
room?
quickly?
Which room had the blind guy in it?
I believe that was this room. No, it was like this room here.
Okay. So we do have to be a little bit careful that we don't alert the blind guy.
So you make your
Maybe
way
him.
through through the room with this room here with the water on the floor, up into here and back into this original room. And
Yeah.
there is a door to the left, but the door you had left it open, but it is now closed.
But it was those damn goblins.
Could have been.
So you don't find any traps, but the door has been relocked. And now you are having trouble getting it unlocked.
Chuck, if you could show us your magical or
Sure.
Craven and knock at it.
I can pull out the magic lock.
I do not have another one.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Wait, no. That's okay. Never mind. It's locked.
Okay.
Alright,
I had to
I
think
would like
about
to
it
pull
for a
out
second.
my magic lockpick.
Your magic lockpick. Your foot.
Yes. Right.
All right. You kick the door open, splintering it apart, and you see beyond you this room here. Uh, the bodies of the ogres that you slew the day before are gone. And you can see through the archway to the north that the room with the
Wait,
tapestry.
Did we actually go back and sleep?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I do have another knock. I was thinking like, gotcha. Now I know. My bad.
Okay. So, oh wait, did you go back to sleep just now?
No, he was thinking when we restarted and went back to town, we just came back the same day.
Is that what you
I
were
thought
thinking?
we actually spent like a day or two in town. Yeah.
Yeah, you totally healed up and were able to rememorize spells at the beginning. It's before you came back into the dungeon.
At the beginning of the session.
At the beginning of the session, correct.
Okay, cool.
All right. So yes, you can see through the archway that there is still this. You assume this curtain, this tapestry, this whatever it is, covered with the pink, sickly sweet smelling, fuzzy bell-shaped fungus. Will you enter that room? Everybody go up in there.
Maybe we should light another torch and
I'm not
throw
gonna
it
enter it.
into
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not going to enter it.
All right. So right now you're basically looking through the archway at this room to the north, and you can see on the north wall that there's still this thing. So what is the plan here?
I say we light another torch and throw it at the curtain.
That seems like it would work.
Because nobody can shoot anything.
Yeah, we
You
don't
have
any arrows.
arrows, but the arrows are stuck inside
Sure. I will go ahead and light another torch and throw it.
So your idea is you're gonna light a torch and you're gonna toss the torch at this at the thing.
Maybe not throw it because it's probably just going to hit it and create a big cloud. So maybe go up and like hold it closer
Hold
underneath it.
and then
Okay.
run away.
So
Yeah.
so then the what's happening is Chuck is
Wait,
gonna.
wait. I actually have on my plague mask. Because that's what
You have a plague mask?
well that's his whole shtick is that whenever he
That's
goes into like battle or does anything, he wears the plague mask. That's
oh
kind of
yeah.
his thing. Would those are built to kind of stop things from going into your nose and your mouth. Would that help me out?
Well, what do you? It may be, yeah. That it's possible if you have your mask on, because you've got
Then I could
something
take
kind of
I
around your
yeah.
nose.
Then I could take the torch closer because it's good. It may affect me less.
Okay. So then, what? Describe to me what you're gonna do.
Okay, so
And I'm
Juicy is
assuming
gonna
everybody
cast.
else is standing back in the other room.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I'm
Okay.
thinking I'm probably going like even more than that away.
So I'm gonna walk into the room with the torch.
Okay.
Okay, so does the curtain go all the way to the ground?
Yes.
Okay. So Sarducci is going to go up to the curtain, as arm length as he possibly can, arm length and torch length. So he's holding the torch out this way, right?
Okay.
And he's going to lean down and try to light the bottom, and then back out.
All right. So Sarducci carefully. Okay. So let me ask where everybody else is, just so that I can get an idea. So Craven, how far back are you going? Are you going back to the first room?
Yeah,
Okay, so you're you're
because
kind
I
of
feel
gonna
like this
hang
place
out
is gonna
over
get
here.
filled with smoke.
All right. Okay. And then where are Chuck and John? Are they gonna kind of be in this room, but like peering through the archway?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just past the arch.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Craven goes back. He's kind of out. He's all the way in the first room, kind of at the door. The Everybody else is kind of looking. Sarducci steps up and lights the bottom of the spores.
And as
And
soon as I see it catch, he's gonna walk backwards. He's gonna, well, not even
to
walk. He's gonna
his
run.
to his surprise, he is not ready. As soon as the flame even gets close to it, the whole thing just goes whoa. Make a saving throw versus breath weapon. I mean, it
Oh man.
lights up like incredibly flammable, like the whole thing was soaked in gasoline.
Ah, yes.
All right. So Sarducci fortunately makes his saving throw, which is good because he only takes 5 damage. It
That's not
he
bad. Okay.
he kind of jumps backwards. His whole front gets scorched, and you drop the torch just instinctively and
Mm-hmm.
jump back, and the entire thing it just completely goes up in flames. Now fortunately no spores are released into the room, but there is a caustic smoke that is kind of permeating the room and leaking back into the other room. And go ahead and Sarducci, Chuck, and John make a saving throw versus a poison.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Just barely.
Oh yeah.
All right. So there's a little bit of coughing, retching, but you're okay. And after a while, this it completely burns out. The whole thing has been burnt. That whole side of the room is burnt. But there is kind of like this heavy smoke in there hanging in the air.
Is there
Oh yeah.
anything behind the wall?
It's hard to tell because of all the smoke. There's really nowhere for the smoke to go except for out like towards you. So it's like it's hard to tell. The whole room is just filled with this like nasty smelling smoke.
I'm just gonna wait for it to settle. It's gotta drop at some point.
Okay. So you're hanging out, waiting for that to settle. Um,
So wait a minute. So if this is an arch, right? This is an arch.
yes.
So this is an opening.
Hmm.
This door no longer exists. because it's been kicked down, right?
Yeah.
And this is at the entrance. The smoke is going to go that way. The smoke is going to go toward the outside.
I mean, it probably is. It's just gonna.
That's where it's going to get sucked to because
It's
that's
just
the
gonna
way that
take
it's
a
worth.
while. Yeah. It's just gonna take a while, and it's gonna be coming out past all of you. Because it's not
Well,
gonna
now if
just
we
go
all,
in a straight
yeah.
line. It's gonna it's
So
gonna somewhat fill the
Sarducci's,
room that
yeah.
you're in, and somewhat fill the first room.
So I think Sarducci's going to move to this room.
All
It
right.
seems like a
Away
good
to that.
idea. I'll do that
So
as well.
there's a double door there, and it is closed.
The thing.
Is Craven gonna join these guys?
Craven already moved to the next room. He did it before everyone else.
No, he moved back to the first room.
Oh,
He
is that
moved
right?
back into the path of the smoke.
But but as Dan pointed out, the smoke is gonna eventually go back into that room as well. So my question is Craven gonna join you guys in a way that the smoke is probably not gonna go? Especially if you shut the door behind you.
Good question.
Harrison? Hello? Hello?
I'm here.
So yeah,
What's up?
are you gonna join the party or no?
I mean, has the smoke cleared out? If so, then yes.
Well, no. What we were describing is the smoke is going to head in your direction because it's going to be like since that door is open, it's gonna come
Gotcha.
out
Then
that first room and
I'm
go
fully
up.
exiting the dungeon then.
Oh.
So you're just gonna leave
I
the
don't know. I don't
dungeon?
care what they did. Yeah, I'm fully exiting the dungeon. I'm right by the entrance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the dungeon is all underground. Where's that smoke gonna go?
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
rest of the dungeon, I'm out.
Okay. So you're not sure. Craven just disappeared.
Ah.
So you go over to the double door, and it doesn't seem to be trapped, and it is not locked. Who opens it?
I'll open it.
Nice.
Better not be
You
another pressure plate behind here.
you
Son of a
open
bitch.
you open the door, and this leads into the unusual room where the walls are dripping and the air is heavy,
Mm.
if you recall. So does everybody enter that room?
Yeah.
If it's
Hopefully
a
that
more
heavy
humid
air.
room, it might be a little bit safer.
Yeah, it's not like it's gonna filter into the humid room.
Okay, so are you going to close the door?
Um,
I think that would be a good idea.
I mean, if you want to. I don't know what happened to Craven. If he eventually comes back to join us, he'll be able to tell which way we went if we keep them open. But
I
Maybe
mean,
we
I
leave
guess
open.
if
Maybe we leave open a little crack so we can monitor.
that sounds good.
I mean, if I'm out there for a little while, then giving it time, and they don't come out, then I guess I'm starting up the rescue mission.
Okay, so they are in this. So you're the everyone but Craven is down in this room. Yeah, like I mean, 10 minutes has passed because like as you're going, it's about a turn. So are you gonna head back down to
Yeah, I'll
see?
see if there's any smoke around.
It's starting to clear out a little bit. Uh, are you guys just kind of waiting in this drippy room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You you kind of wait it out. It seems like it's you look back and Craven is now in the room just to the north of you, and the smoke is like somewhat cleared out. Mostly cleared out.
Well, if Craven's in there, I'm sure it's fine. So, I'll head back.
Head back. All right. So you head back up into that room, and you can see that the wall is heavily scorched in the room that you're looking into, this north room. Um, but you don't see any obvious openings.
Well,
Alright.
that's a shame. But now we
So
know.
maybe you could check for doors that are secret, though.
We
Did you
could
want to do
that.
that?
We have to at this point. We're too invested.
We've invested a lot into burning down the house.
Are you only checking that wall, or are you checking the whole room?
The whole damn
Whole
room.
room.
So Sarducci and Chuck search, as does John, and can't find shit. Can't find nothing in this room. You scorched all this shit up for nothing.
Comb the desert?
Yeah. We ain't found shit.
Well,
Excuse me.
I guess that's how it'd be. Um,
Down the stairs then.
yep. Let's go down one of these stairs. We want to go to the left or to the right? As in over here or over here?
I'd say the left.
Left? All right.
All right.
To the left.
Okay, so there's a couple of different ways that you can get there. What are you going down into? So you obviously going back into this room here. You have to
Yeah.
go through the drippy room, but are you going down this passage here, or are you going down this passage here? Just remember, there's a couple of different ways.
Weren't these the double doors? Or no, were these the double doors?
Yeah, those are
Right.
the double doors right there.
Okay. I don't see. It seems like it would be simpler just to. Um, well, I guess if we go south, we'd have to go through the coffin room. Could be things in there, or we could just go through the passageway all the way down.
Right. So, thinking passageway, because that's probably where our blind work friend could be.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's do the passageway. Is the entrance to that sealed off once again?
So when you say the passageway, what do you mean? You mean over here, or do you mean over here?
Yeah,
Over
Yeah,
here.
the left.
one to the west.
Okay. Yeah, you were the door is closed, so it's the door both the doors in here are closed. So did you want to check them, or did you just want to throw it open?
You know, good to be cautious.
So it's not locked. You don't find any traps. Open it up.
Do it.
Of course, you see the long hallway. It appears to be clear, and of course turns to the south down at the end. Are you making your way quickly then?
Yeah, I'm normal walking pace, really.
Okay. So you get down to that look, of course, it tees off down here, and I'm assuming you're moving over here to the right.
Yeah.
You head down this hallway here, and you make it to this door here, which I think was already bashed in, was it not? Wasn't that door like bashed in from
I
the
I
think
last
bashed
so.
in
time?
one door. I
Yeah, there
think
was
that
a
was the
door.
one.
Yeah.
Was one door
So
that was bashed.
you get down to here, and the door is already broken, splintered off, and you can see into this room with the circular room with the metal kind of columns. Uh, the Your unfortunate friend is no longer in this room. No light in this room. The chest that was in this room is also gone from the room. And at the moment, it appears to be empty.
Okay.
Give me
Well,
just a sec.
Well, we are sitting here live on YouTube. There's actually somebody else watching, apparently,
oh, hi.
No, it couldn't
besides
be.
besides me.
Oh,
So
I
there's
am.
oh
Ah,
okay. Well,
hey
that
guys,
makes
thanks for watching.
that makes sense. I was gonna say, hey, we're live and we actually have a watcher. We shouldn't be sitting here and be quiet, but it doesn't matter. They could be
No,
saying
there's nobody there. There's no real people here. All right. So large room, and you can see that empty. Enter the room.
yeah.
Yep.
All right. And of course, you can see the stairs down, going towards the final room on this level.
Well, let's see what awaits us.
There is a door right here,
That needs
and
opened.
it has been closed, yes. Uh, no traps that you can find. It is not locked. You open it,
Yes.
But,
and ahead of you, you see the large statue of the Gorg, but uh, there's something behind the statue. Uh, John, since you were the one that came in, roll for surprise. Surprise!
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
And you are not surprised when you see the
The
your
troll with his
your
white
friend,
eyes.
yes, your friend, the troll, except that when you step into the room, he looks out from behind the statue, and you see that his eyes have been cut out
Ooh.
from his head. And but he like he hears you, and he says something in a language that you do not understand.
Interesting. Okay.
I would like to cast magic missile.
Yeah, I guess we file into the room and do
Okay.
initiative.
I mean, if it are you attacking this poor troll?
I mean,
Oh
if it
yeah, I'm
attacks
attacking
us.
it.
Oh well, I
We're,
mean,
we're farming it for XP.
Yeah,
that is true.
It makes sense. Does make sense.
Sorry, I had walked away to get a drink.
Did you hear? We're attacking the troll.
Yeah, I could hear everything. I was just somewhere else.
Gotcha.
Now I'm back.
Oh,
All right. So,
there we go.
so Craven immediately lets off a burst of magic missile that definitely alerts the troll to your presence. And
By slamming into him.
yes, by slamming into him and causing 11 damage. And yeah, so is looks like it's John up first.
All right, time to charge in. Do my thing. Seems like it was a pretty good roll.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, not bad at all. You definitely hit, and you slice into its disgusting rubbery skin, causing a fair amount of damage. And it's besides being blind, it's not looking great at the moment. So that's gonna be Chuck.
All right, I am charging it and just swinging away. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Little swing. Not bad.
Jesus
Not
Christ.
bad.
And with that, you have killed the beast.
I'd like to imagine it just said like, "Please don't kill me," and troll.
Yeah.
Or sorry, buddy.
So yeah, it did.
You did.
It did.
Do we know that we have to
Are we
do-
burning it this time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we know that we would have to burn it? Is this something that our characters at this point would know?
We have to burn it. Why?
It'll just regenerate again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do trolls in later editions not regenerate? Oh yeah, this thing in like
I don't know.
this thing will
Yeah.
will yeah, this thing will be alive again in
Oh. Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you're high enough level to have probably understand that. So, yeah, if you want to go ahead and light the remains of the troll on fire, then
Well, we do have that extra torch because unless that extra torch was destroyed
yeah, that extra
in the
torch
other room.
probably got baked.
Okay.
To be honest.
Yeah, that thing was destroyed.
Excuse me.
So okay. I do have a torch if we need to light it up.
All right. So you do so. You light him up and burn this troll down.
By troll. Alright.
Now, ahead of you
Is there a door?
stands the archway with the stairs going deep down.
Okay. Down the stairs. In probably our original marching order.
Okay.
Actually,
Damn.
do we want to go heal first? Because we can do that real fast.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm not gonna object. I'm definitely a little bit hurt.
It's up to you guys.
I would say
We
because
might return.
we really don't have to role play it. We can just go and then come back.
Although we might have to open a bunch of doors again.
All right.
Not if we destroy every door that we go through.
Every single door.
Just gonna
Fuck
go
it.
through
Like
and
as we go back through, just
just
destroy every
break
single
each
door.
door.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, that would probably solve the problem.
is that what you're
Um,
going to do?
I think so. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to town. On our way out of this place, any door that's not already destroyed, we're just gonna destroy the door, including those double doors. We're just gonna destroy these doors. That way we have a clear path through. Go back to town, get healed, stow whatever we gotta stow, all that kind of good stuff.
Now, because it's you guys, I have to ask. Are you only destroying doors that you come across? Or are you just gonna like go through and destroy every door?
every door in the
I actually
dungeon.
I
no,
think we
yeah.
probably destroy
I
every door.
I think we're gonna have to go
Every
through and
door.
destroy every single door that we find.
They'll just
On
lock in them again.
on this side, right? You're not gonna fucking destroy doors on
No,
this side, are
no,
you?
we mean every door.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. This takes you quite some time. But you go through just are you just breaking locks or are you busting doors? Like what how are you destroying these doors?
We're making sure that the doors are at the very least not on their hinges anymore.
Okay.
So like using hammers, morning
Mhm.
stars, whatever we have.
I found a mace along the way. I think one of those goblins had it.
We're just gonna like.
All right.
Oh, by
Mace
the
of door
yeah,
destroying.
yeah.
Plus 10 against doors. God.
All right. So,
Also, gonna collect all those swords from the little
Yeah. Did you guys ever
from the
loot those goblins?
Well, there wasn't anything left of those goblins. The only thing left of those goblins were probably the metal of the swords. So
And
I figure we
even the
collect
metal is
those and
probably
take those.
like,
We take that back to the
Singed and-
town so that the blacksmith can melt them down and make something. So
That's funny.
how many of those swords were there?
there were, well, I don't know. What would a lightning bolt, an actual lightning bolt, melt metal?
No.
No,
You think? I thought lightning bolts are like crazy hot.
I thought it was a
Okay, well,
possibility.
hold on.
Like,
Let's
don't
find out.
don't
Well,
lightning rods need to be replaced?
Will a
Here, here's the thing. There were 4
Lightning bolts
swords.
can't
Bolt.
melt steel beams.
melt
Yeah, but these are swords that are
I
probably
was
made of
making a joke.
iron
Okay,
and
well,
yeah.
okay. So now, when they reach a metal, they pass through it and heat it up, causing it to melt or even vaporize. So there are
Okay.
no swords.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and
So
half of
so
them were
no,
spears anyway, so those spears are fucking gone.
it's,
that's what I
no, it
thought.
says here, lightning is hotter than the sun,
That's
so it
that's
can
what I
melt.
thought. Yeah, that's what I
So
thought.
actually, the only sword that survived was the one that fell into the fountain.
Hmm.
So we're not. So there
Oh,
is one
yeah.
sword, but I can't use it, so I don't know if anybody else wants it. But
I mean, is somebody
I would
actually
think
gonna try and fish the sword out of the fountain?
53,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Only.
A lightning bolt. Can you believe
Yeah.
that? That's absurd.
and people get struck by that shit and live.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's
say though
crazy.
that
Those swords are toast.
yeah, those swords are toast other than the one in the fountain. If you leave that one be, you have plenty of you're you're too busy destroying doors.
We can melt down the electrum into a sword.
Well, see what the thought was take all the metal to the blacksmith so that and sell it to the blacksmith so we could get a little bit of money from that. I don't know.
Imagine having a blacksmith that just forged with lightning, like a magical blacksmith.
That'd be dope.
That would be sick.
Or storm giants. That's how storm giants forge their weapons. With
Oh
lightning.
yeah, that would be.
Yeah. It's the thing that makes the
Cool.
most sense anyway. All right. So, you go through, bust up all the doors, head back to
Every
town.
door, all the doors.
You Let me ask you this. Sarducci,
Mm-hmm.
because we're actually mid-session, I'm going to make you really burn healing. Like for real.
Okay.
Because then you'll rest and you'll get it back anyway. So, go ahead and who is actually injured needs healed to be healed up.
I'm down 9 HP.
I'm
Okay,
down
well,
6.
Here's the thing. I have 4. I actually went and had 4 spells. So if Craven is the only one not hurt, somebody can get 2. All right. So who was down 9?
John.
All right. So here's the one for John.
Oh, do you want me to go ahead and roll it?
I
Or
just
do you
did.
want to wait, did it roll though?
Oh wait.
I mean,
no. It
Didn't.
yeah, that doesn't actually roll the spell though, so like
Oh, I
the
see.
damage
I
or
must-
not the
okay.
damage, but the healing
Oh.
for it.
I see.
So that one is 5 back for that one.
Next is gonna be.
I was down 6.
Yep. That's next.
Actually got 6 for that one. So you're back up
I'm
to
next.
full.
I am next.
That got you 7.
Ooh.
Did that
So
bring you back up
who
to
is
full?
down now? No. I'm only down by 3
Okay.
now.
And I think
Who's left?
John's still hurt, probably.
Yeah,
John, how much do you have? How far down are you?
I'm down at 9 HP. Got a couple of these arrows sticking in me. Not so.
But no, John, the very first roll that Steve made was for
Oh, was
John.
that for me? How much was that? 7, you said?
No, it was what the first one 5.
Ah, my bad. Then I'm just down 4.
So so I've got one. Everybody's like within a few. Uh,
You'll sleep as well, so you'll
yeah.
sleep in an inn.
Just burn it on someone.
Yeah,
It's fine.
we'll burn it on our tank. So that'll be the guy.
Wait, your tank is the fighter, and he's back up to full hit points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I
Oh,
am
he's
full.
up to full hit. Okay, so then I'll burn it
Correct.
on. So then John, we'll give it to John.
All right. Oh, another good roll, 7.
Alright, I'm back up to full.
So I'm the only one who's not up to full then. I only have 3. I have 3, but I'll get a little bit back when we sleep. So
Yeah, so then you will sleep, and where's that? And you got back 3 anyway, so everybody's at full.
Nice.
Alright.
Because since you made it back again, now you've got the pick of the rooms in the inn. They're really excited. The townspeople, they're like, okay, these guys must be the real deal. They don't know you that well, but, you know.
I see.
But some of them know you that well now. Likely. So, you make it back, and the next day you head back to the dungeon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Magically,
Okay.
all of the doors that were destroyed.
Every
yeah,
single
yeah.
door has
Every
been
single
restored.
door has been restored. Now you get down into the first room, and no, these doors are trashed down in here.
Actually, can we take like 5 before we get too far?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's.
we can.
I've got to take 5 actually.
Gotta take 5. Right. Where? All right. There's our be back soon screen. Taken 5.
5. The candy bar.
Take 5. Hmm. I'm gonna refresh my drink. Did anybody happen to listen to that little audio clip that I shared in the Discord?
Uh, in Discord?
Yeah, in the Discord chat.
I do not see one.
Really? It's it's I shared it like before, so it's like it is up above the regular show thing.
Uh, interesting.
That is the lyrics are mine, but the music is it's AI. I found some app that that allowed you to create like a I was like, "Oh, that's kind of interesting." Too bad it wasn't a little bit longer.
Oh,
That was
that's
my
cool.
most successful attempt. I got some really, really terrible ones. I mean, some really bad, like
Well, I mean, it's
just
AI music. It's gonna be fucking.
yeah. I mean, but like not even close to being like anything good in any way, shape, or form. Just horrendous pieces of sound. But somehow that one was all right.
Yeah.
Kind of neat sounding. So it's like, huh. You know. I thought maybe I'll use that as some inspiration. Knows.
One day, AI is gonna be good enough where it sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. That's nutty. Nutty, nutty, nutty.
Camera's so boring.
Yeah, there's there's a discussion going on right now on DnD Twitter about innately evil races or
Yeah,
species. Yeah.
I think that some species could be innately evil. I don't see
Yeah,
why not.
I'm firmly in the camp of in when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons, it's a game. I am 100% firmly in the camp of yeah, it's totally fine for you to have evil races or evil species. It's a game. If you don't have like evil to fight against, you know, things that are just awful, then you know, it's not worth playing. There's
You
a
mean
lot of
I
people
shouldn't walk in to every encounter and have a nice philosophical discussion with
yeah,
every
nice philosophical
everything I come
discussion.
across to determine if I should attack it or not?
Yeah, yeah, probably not. Yes, that's kind of dumb. It's the same people that don't like the evil races don't like I don't understand how these people can have games because it's like you can't have slavery in your campaign. Like you can't like what? Like it's not condoning it if you have it in your campaign. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's slavery is has was a reality and like still is in fact. I mean it's literally been all throughout human history. So it's like, you know, you can't have slavers? Like what? You can't have I don't know. There's all this stuff that you can't have. It's like no slavery, no racism, no genocide. But it's like
Yeah.
what
I feel
you
like
what
those kind of people are just like trying to build paradise inside their own like thing, but then you don't have a campaign because there's
yeah,
no
exactly.
prestige
It's
over
like
them.
yeah, it's like there's if there's no conflict, it's like
It's
what
like in a show when they like kill a dog or something. Obviously, that like evil act. That's a
yeah,
trope used all the time.
yeah, of course. You know, killed the killed like a the like John Wick's dog or whatever, right?
Hmm.
It's like that's it's you want all that stuff.
Yeah. There's
Not because you like it, but in fact
there's
because
plot
you don't
devices.
like it, because it
Yeah.
is bad. All right, there's
Anyway.
Dan. Where is the gameplay screen? I'm having a special moment. There it is. All right. Testa. Okay. So, because we don't have a lot of time left, because Dan took more than 5 minutes, I'm gonna say that you made it through all the smashed doors, and that you didn't actually encounter anything. You made your way back through, and are right here.
Excellent.
Time to go down.
Now, I'm just going to make a suggestion here as the dungeon master that as you go down these stairs, the level that is below this level. So you might want to, if you're going to
Yeah,
map, yeah, you might want to
that's how I do
move
it.
to
I'm gonna like drag it up here, make it
yeah,
like a level 2.
yeah, move to a different area so that you are able to a clean little spot here so that you're able to you know you're not gonna map over your map. All right.
Makes sense to me.
Because in fact, the stairs go down deep, and then you hit a landing. Turn to the left, turn again, and the stairs double back on themselves, going down even deeper.
Okay.
And before you, you see an incredibly long hallway that
So I'll go over here.
about 10 feet down to the right, you can see an opening, an archway on the right or the west wall. But the hallway itself goes down so far that you actually can't even see the end of
The
it
end.
with your
Wow.
torchlight. Yeah.
Craziness. Okay. Then let's check out this archway on the right.
All right. You walk down to where the archway is. And when you get down to the archway, you can see just at the end of your torchlight, at the end of the hallway, it's like that hallway goes down like another good, like probably 30 or more feet beyond. And it looks like it's hard to tell because it's at the very end of your torchlight, but it looks like it may turn. But you won't know until you get a little closer down there. When
Okay.
you look through the archway to the right, it only goes about 5 feet before turning back on itself. So turning to the right again, so north.
Okay.
Okay.
Are there stairs again that go up, or
No, you can see it goes down maybe about 25 feet before there's an archway to the right, and then it goes down beyond that. You think there might be a door beyond at the very end of this hallway.
Okay. Let's go down to at least the archway and verify.
You make your way to the archway, and you are correct. About 10 feet past the archway is a door that ends this hall. When you look through the archway to the east, you can see it goes about 10 feet and there's a door. So either way you go, there's about 10 foot of hallway that ends in a door.
Okay. In the spirit of keeping left, I vote left.
Yep, left it is.
And
There
I'll
is
just,
no left. There's straight and there's
Straight.
right.
well, straight, and you think of like the
Straight.
full-
Yeah, I gotcha. Straight is your left. Straight is the new left.
the new left. Not political or anything.
Big issue with that.
What?
Never mind.
All right, you walk down to this door and you check it for traps, and you don't find any traps. It is locked. However, you are able to unlock the door. Do you go inside? Do you open the door?
Yeah. And then I get on the floor. Walk the dinosaur.
Everyone walk the dinosaur.
I'm wondering if we should smash every door.
Every single door.
I mean, I'm about it. As long as we verify that it's safe beyond this door.
All right, so you open the door, and before you
Is
see
a dinosaur.
an incredibly large room, maybe about 30 feet wide, 25 feet deep, and you see, you see yourselves is the first thing that you see. Because though the room is empty, other than a door directly to your left or on the west wall closest to you, the reason that you see yourself is you squint and you realize, is that wall a mirror? So you see yourself looking back at you.
I started this adventuring life to find myself, and it finally happened.
Well, you
Are
enter
they
the room.
doing are they doing exactly what we do? Is it like a mirror image?
It does appear to be. Are you gonna like move around, like wave your
Mhm.
hands, or okay?
Yeah.
Yes. When you do that, it appears that the image on the other side of the room does the exact same thing.
I'm going to walk up to the mirror and knock at it to see if it's hollow. If like there's an empty space on the other side.
You walk up to the mirror, and when you knock on it,
You were immediately attacked by your doppelganger.
It stabs me through the mirror.
Say versus death. You knock on the mirror, and it makes a strange sound. It kind of echoes through the room, the knock. And it's almost like you're knocking on crystal.
Interesting.
Would that have happened at the strip club the other night?
Womp womp. Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe this is actually valuable. I'm going to take one of my iron spikes and my mallet, hold it up, and then smack away.
Okay. Just take the spike. You take
If
your
he's doing
mallet.
this to what I believe is a mirror,
Mhm.
I'm going to walk very far away from the mirror.
Now
Because
remember, the mirror is the whole wall.
Yeah,
the
I'm
whole
aware.
room.
The whole
What's
wall,
that?
at least, right?
The whole
Did you
wall,
say the
not the
whole?
whole, not the whole room, but the whole wall. The
Yeah,
whole
I'm walking
north
back.
wall,
Yeah,
which
I'm walking
is
all the way back to the south wall.
a good 30-foot wide and like about
Yeah,
12-foot high.
that's why I'm walking back to the south wall.
Okay. Is anybody gonna be up there at the mirror with him, or is he just gonna stand up there by himself?
I'm gonna stand up here and take a bunch of glass to my face.
Yeah. All right. So you bang your mallet into the spike, and ah, what would be good for that? Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna say that sounds good. Um, everyone in the room make a saving throw versus rod staff spell.
Everybody who's even if we're on the other side of the
Even if
room.
you're on the other side of the room. So basically, everybody make a saving throw.
Ouch.
Oof.
God damn, we're terrible now.
Everyone feels like they've been stabbed with the iron spike.
Got one more. Save versus spell. Or rod staff
Uh,
spell. Arrow. Or
I
I
got
guess if you got him.
Yeah, I got it. Failure all around.
Oh yeah.
Failure.
So when you bang your mallet into the spike, it doesn't shatter this mirror. Your hand, it's like you tried to spike your spike into a solid steel wall. Your hand feels numb and it kind of knocks you back. But there's this sound that's like boom, 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 and it's so loud. And everybody in the room finds that
Definitely.
they're deaf.
Oh yeah.
What?
Damn.
Yeah,
What did you say?
exactly.
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? What did you say?
And all you have is this like boom, 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 boom. That's not even coming through, but it's like boom,
Oh,
boom, 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 but more
Yeah.
high
yeah,
pitched in your head. And that's
yeah.
what you're
It's
hearing.
like
Full on tinnitus.
Yeah.
have you
Yeah.
guys ever heard of a crystal singing bowl when like they're really fucking going? That's
Yes.
pretty much exactly what it sounds like.
Yes,
I'm
that is
imagining.
exactly what it sounds like. Those sound healing, like
Mhm.
they do those weird, yeah, the new agey people do the sound. Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like that, but really loud and obviously in your head, and everybody's just like, ah. Now you can't hear each other. So what is everybody doing?
Um, I'm going to clutch my ears and just sit down and for a few minutes until maybe it goes away.
Okay. So John sits down. He's kind of like rubbing his ears. What's everybody else doing?
Ringing will probably go away. I mean,
Do I need a vocal command to activate my ring? Oh wait, never mind. I gave the ring back.
Yeah.
Too bad I didn't take silence 15-foot radius and cast that before he did it.
Yeah, right.
That would actually would that have worked?
I feel like it would have worked, right?
I
Just an
mean,
area of silence.
it would have worked in a 15-foot radius, maybe, assuming that this wasn't somehow more powerful magic. But yeah, it's likely that it would have worked.
Interesting.
So is everybody else just kind of standing around, like rubbing their ears, waiting for the sound to go away?
Yeah. I'm going to keep a watch on the entrance on the west side of the room, just in case we attracted something.
Funny you say that.
Oh, okay.
Because entering the room now are
Hacksaw Jim
yeah,
Duggan.
you see three large ogreish looking fellows that you have alerted, and they have come running down the hallway and burst into the room. And it's initiative with those gentlemen.
Where's my die? Oh, put them right here. Initiative. I'm tempted just to do it again. I mean, we're already deaf. What's the worst that can happen?
Did you say you're tempted just to do it again?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of funny.
People start bleeding from their ears.
3 orcs though. That's nothing to scoff at.
3 ogres. Yeah,
Ogres.
they're decently large and big and ready to mingle. All right, so looks like Chuck is up first. Keep in mind that at the moment, none of you can hear.
all right. Did any of these guys make it into the room, or are they still running down the hall?
Oh no, they all got into the room.
All right.
They're
If
just inside the room.
and it doesn't look like they're clearly trying to communicate, right? They have
Oh no,
weapons.
they're clearly trying to kill you.
All right, then yeah, I'm just swinging on the closest guy.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
And a swing it was.
Swing it was. You hit the closest guy, and you hurt him badly, but it's not enough to kill the fellow. Just enough to anger him a lot. Craven is up.
I'll
Harrison?
throw
Yep.
a dart at the closest one.
Okay. The
You
same
try to
one
move
that
the two.
The same one that that Chuck hit?
Yeah.
You throw the dart, and somehow, miraculously, it's just enough to take this guy down.
My God.
Yes. You hit him in
That's
his
so funny.
eye, and you dart him in the dick, and he just falls right over.
Guy takes this huge slash by a sword, and he's like, ah,
Yeah,
hits my
yeah.
little dart.
Mhm. Excellent. All right. Uh, John and they go at the same time. There are two left.
All right. Meh. Pretty meh roll.
It's just enough to hit one, but not enough to kill him. Definitely. And the one that you hit was headed straight for you. Oh my god. Seriously.
Yeah.
He's running. You slash him as he comes by and dodge out of the way. And he, running forward, trips and bangs his head off of the mirror at the other end of the
Oh.
wall,
Ooh.
and that's not good. It doesn't. Well, actually, you don't hear a sound because all of you are still deaf, so you don't really know what the hell it does. But there's that, and then the last one sees what Chuck did to his buddy and attacks Chuck, just barely hitting. Swings his large club, and Chuck is hit for 7 damage.
How dare he?
Ouch.
Well, Sarducci's not going to take that, so he's going to hit the guy who hit Chuck,
Okay.
the Morning Star.
All right.
Whoomp.
And a good hit it is. You wallop him, not killing the creature, but dealing damage. And it's initiative. Arrow.
Oh, my bad. Initiative.
Initiative. Yeah. All right. So, looks like John is up.
All right. Ooh.
I mean, it could have been worse, but it could have been really better too, actually.
It could have been a
that
lot
is,
better.
yeah, it could have been a lot better. So, I was gonna ask which one you were trying to hit, but I guess it doesn't really matter because you definitely did not hit them. And Craven is up.
All right. Darts
There's
again.
there's one. They're both injured, but one is lying on the ground in a prone position. The other
Gotcha. I'll
is
throw it at the one that isn't.
okay. Yeah, the one that's engaged with Chuck and Sarducci.
Oh, they got engaged. Congratulations.
It's not a hit though, and they go at the same time as Chuck.
All right, guy who hit me. I guess it's on.
Guy who hit you, who has also turned his attention to Sarducci as he was just injured by him.
Say that's a hit.
So he misses Sarducci, but as that happens, Chuck takes his sword, slashes the guts out of this guy, and he has died. There's only one left, and that one takes this round to get back to its feet and turn around to face the party now. And Sarducci.
That is the one that I will go after.
You swing at him, but you don't hear the whiffing sound that it makes because you're still deaf. And it is initiative for this last fellow here.
Oh,
All
please,
right.
just let us all get 5. I was gonna say let us all get 5. That would be
Well, just
amazing.
about everybody did. Chuck is up. You're up, Chuck.
We're all
All
swinging
right.
at the same time, basically.
Yeah, we'll just synchronize attacks. Just
Synchronize.
everyone swing
While
clockwise.
we're deaf, by the way.
Yeah, while you're
Yeah,
deaf.
Oh,
honestly, pretty impressive.
yeah, last guy. Not hitting nothing.
Not a hit. We've got Craven. Cravon. Also not a hit. Sarducci. Also
Damn.
not a hit.
Ooh.
Then he goes. He goes. And who will he swing for? He will swing for Chuck. Aha, terrible. And John, the last hope.
I've got it. See, everyone else was rushing. Take my sweet time, and I roll a hit. Actually, I'm pretty
It
sure.
is a hit. And it is also a killing blow.
Woo!
You have dispatched the last of the ogres. And right about the time that you do, all of your hearing starts to, it seems to be slowly coming back.
Oh, that's nice. We didn't have to hear the gruesome sounds of these dying ogres.
Accurate. And I think that might be where we have to end because it looks like it's almost 11 o'clock. Since Jay is probably not going to be back with us next week, it'll give you time to finish this one up.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is next month? 6th? Yeah, should be good to go.
Uh, Yeah, I think I'm. Yeah, I think I should be here.
So, just real quick, I'm in a bunch of different like D&D groups on Facebook.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'll like, people will talk in like a thread and I'll talk to people will be like, and there was this one guy and he was talking about his gaming group. They play 5th edition. And he said that they're stalled out at 6th level because they don't want to have any combat. They only want to role play.
That's
Okay.
unusual.
So like they're not doing any combat. They're just and he's like super frustrated. So I'm like
Well, wait a
asking
minute,
him,
but he's 5e though, right?
yeah, 5e. But
Well,
that
making
plays
6
into this.
Yeah, okay.
So apparently, and I could not believe this. Apparently, a regular combat takes them an hour.
Uh,
How many
maybe if
people in
it's
this
like
party?
At level 6,
a boss fight, is there like a huge party?
I no, it sounds like it's a regular size party and just like just the average fight takes an hour. And I was
I could
like
see a
telling the
big fight taking that
I was
long,
like,
but
yeah, I was telling the dude, I was like, what the hell? I was like, play, old school D&D. I was like, and in like 2 to 3 hours, like we can get like multiple combats in, like a bunch of combat, like a lot of exploration. Sometimes things move slow, obviously. Sometimes you have a really big fight that lasts a long time. But like the
Mhm.
average fight lasts an hour? I could not believe that. I was like, holy crap, dude. I was like, maybe you're playing the wrong system. I mean, I know he's playing
Is
the wrong system, but
Well, is he playing? Is he playing in person or is he playing over online?
I think they're playing in person.
Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
that might factor into it because when you're
Yeah,
in
but an hour
person,
is still pretty.
when you're in person, you bullshit a little bit more. I think.
I don't know. Still, like an hour for
There,
combat. I was like, dude,
there
no
could be a
wonder
lot
your
of factors.
people don't like combat. If every combat takes an hour, like that's insane. So,
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
needs to deconstruct why that is and
Mhm.
mitigate it. Whether
Yeah.
it's everyone cycling through or just playing their actions much
Yeah,
combat.
I don't know what it is, but I was like, because I've never played Fifth Edition, so I have no idea. But I was like, maybe it's like the edition. He seemed to think that it was probably Fifth Edition's fault, but I don't know. Maybe it's the dude's fault. I don't know.
The only,
Maybe it's
I
their
mean,
fault. They're so it's
at sixth level, you have some abilities, but it shouldn't be enough that a party takes an hour to get simple combat. You
I'm
know?
yeah,
wondering if he's not letting people debate and do and whatnot and
yeah,
hem and haw
maybe.
around.
That sounds like it has to
Maybe
be
he needs to like do what you do and be like, listen,
15 seconds to make a
you've got
decision.
5 seconds to make a goddamn
Yeah,
decision.
yeah, yeah,
And if you
yeah.
don't make a decision in 5 seconds, you miss.
Yeah, or you just, stand there looking like an
Nothing.
idiot for your 6 seconds that,
Hmm.
yeah, or
Yeah.
your round or whatever. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, dude. Because I was like, yeah, the last time we played, I told the guy, I was like, the last time we played, I think we had like something like 6 combat encounters. You guys explored half a dungeon level or more than half a dungeon level. I was like, that's nutty, man. Hour
Yeah.
for combat. You never do get
Well,
anything done.
well, here's the thing. Also, I mean, there's a lot of questions. One, did they start from level 1? How long has this group been together? Are they
Yeah,
newbies?
it's true.
Are they
That's true.
noobs?
Maybe
Are
they're
Have they
noobs.
been playing
Yeah.
for a long time? There's a lot of different
Yeah, you're
ways to
you're right. You're probably right.
you
You're
know,
probably right.
there's so many factors that go into this that it's almost impossible unless you're actually sitting there watching them and
Yeah,
listening to
yeah.
them to
True,
diagnose
true.
exactly what's wrong with
Are they trying to like role play each round of combat like
Whew.
intensely or something? Like I don't know. It's yeah, it just seemed weird
Hmm.
though. It's like an hour. It's like that's that's too much. I mean, I can understand. Like we've had combats that took an hour, but they were like big combats. You know what I mean? They were like serious shit. Like sometimes combat even takes more than an hour, but like your standard regular like run of the mill combat should not take you an hour. That's craziness.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
yeah, that's
It's
wild.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's interesting what you see on all these groups, on these different like Facebook groups. I mean, I'm a member of like a bunch of different ones, like the Beck Me group, the old school group. There's an OSR group. There's a second edition group. I'm a member of
uh,
all of them, and I always check to see like what people are, what people are talking about.
I was gonna say, was this guy's name Goku? Because that would explain a lot.
No, his name was Benny.
Ah,
Benny.
Benny,
That's my camera look like
Benny.
shit. Garrett
Dun,
was telling
dun,
me
dun,
about the
dun,
system
dun.
that Matt Mercer is coming out with. I think it's called Daggerheart, and it sounded pretty interesting. If you hadn't read up about it yet,
I think it's actually a collab between them and someone else. Like, there's another guy that actually started the system, and they're just like helping with it and backing it.
That's the what's that popular show called?
Critical Role.
Critical Role. Yeah. I don't know. I
Hmm.
didn't. I tried to
Yeah,
watch him once, and I was like, it's
yeah, they're definitely a lot different than the standard D. That's for
yeah, it was weird. I
sure.
mean, I understand they're like actors. They're trying to do like they're actually trying to make a show.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So I can see, but eh. Mm. What was weird is I saw the remember Cobalt Press was like
Mhm.
doing their like Black Flag thing. Well, they're doing the playtest for it. I looked at some of the playtest material, and they're still using like the SRD 5.1 and like it's like under Creative Commons. And I thought like one of the whole points of their system was that they were not gonna be under the you know under the license, the Wizards of the Coast license. I thought the whole one of the whole points is that they were going to do some alternate license, but it's like they're still using like the Dungeons and Dragons like 5e like SRD. And I'm like, what's the point then? Like you're
Hmm.
just making another Pathfinder basically. I mean, even
Mhm.
Pathfinder is supposedly going a different direction. So it's like you're just gonna, but you're still gonna be tied to the
Yeah.
to 5e. It was weird. I was like, I don't know. It's not that didn't seem that interesting to me. After I looked at it, I was like, oh, it just seems like alternate 5e classes basically so far. So it's weird.
yeah, I don't know too
Yeah,
much about that, but
but
yeah, it's neat.
yeah. Anyway, if anybody's still here or sees us in the future and gets to the end, thanks for watching. We've been the Dicks in the Dark.
Catch you next time
Peace.
Later.
next week. And I promised my roommate at 8:30 we'd go to the gym after D&D, so